This is the Iowa Weather Report for Friday, June 14th, 2013. Now our first look at the 0Z GFS Model Run. It's at 1 p.m. this afternoon. We have a ridge over the central and southern plain states and a storm system moving into the northern Rockies and northern High Plains will be coming up and over that ridge. And it'll be bringing us some showers and thunderstorms, especially in the western half of the state by the afternoon hours, up into the Dakotas and Minnesota. Some of them could produce some severe weather, and with that, the Storm Prediction Center has a slight risk of severe weather for today and tonight across Minnesota, the eastern part of South Dakota, into Nebraska and northern and northwestern Kansas. When we take a look at the parameters or the probabilities, here's the tornado outlook for today and tonight. You can see the better chance of any isolated tornado looks to be over far western Iowa and eastern Nebraska, with lesser chances further to the west and north. And then when we take a look at the damaging wind outlook, it's the standard 15% area, which encompasses the slight risk in South Dakota, southwestern Minnesota, the western half of Iowa into the adjacent states, Nebraska, Kansas, and far north and western Missouri. Same thing goes for the large hail outlook, the same area, South Dakota, Minnesota into western Iowa, and eastern and central Nebraska into Kansas and northwestern Missouri. But then when we go back to the GFS and we move to Saturday, that system will be moving further into the state with some showers and thunderstorms. The low pressure center, though, is going to be still up over Saskatchewan and beginning to occlude. But the system may still have a chance to produce some severe weather, and the Storm Prediction Center has a slight risk of severe weather for Saturday and Saturday night across the southeastern about half of the state into adjacent states of Missouri and Illinois, and another area in the upslope of Colorado and northwestern Kansas. The probability is the standard 15% chance in both areas, with a surrounded area of 5% chances. So we'll have to take a look at some severe weather the next couple of days, but it doesn't look to be as active as it was earlier in the week. Back to the GFS on Sunday, there's still a chance of a few showers and thunderstorms around. They'll be fairly widely spaced. There could be some breaks of sunshine in and around. Highs will be around 80 at this point on Sunday. Monday doesn't look much different. There still could be a chance of some showers and thunderstorms. More chance better over the eastern half of the state than in the west as high pressure begins to move into the plains. And then as we move to Tuesday, that high pressure system will cover the state, so temperatures likely will be near just a tad below seasonal levels, upper 70s to around 80, maybe low 80s as the rain is now off on the east coast. We move ahead to Wednesday as the high pressure begins to move away from us. The winds start to turn more southerly. The GFS shows some isolated activity possible. More likely it'll be still a few more clouds than anything, with highs in the low 80s. Some mid-80s possible by Thursday with the southerly winds. The Gulf begins to open up and maybe some showers and thunderstorms again, with another system moving across the U.S.-Canadian border well off to our north and west. And a week from today, next Friday, that system will be moving still across the U.S.-Canadian border near Saskatchewan and Montana. And with the high-pressure center still well off to our south, the ridge, in fact, that means that storm system will be coming in. The Gulf is still going to be open. We could still see some showers and thunderstorms. Better chances look to be further to our north, and still the afternoon activity over to our south and east, and some tropical activity possible in the Gulf. A couple days after that, as we move into Voodoo here, on the 25th, we have a trough over the Great Lakes. The 588 ridge is now over Texas and New Mexico and the northern parts of Mexico proper. With that, that would bring a high-pressure center and some cooler conditions, maybe highs back into the 70s, with some showers and thunderstorms well off to our west over Nebraska, Kansas, and also across the southeast and up the eastern seaboard. And then as we move ahead to the end of the forecast on the 29th, the 588 ridge begins to expand and take hold. We still have a northwesterly flow aloft here, a fairly light one, so that's going to keep a lot of the extreme heat further to our southwest. But it'll still be close enough that we could still have some showers and thunderstorms riding around that ridge. But temperatures will likely be a little bit warmer, with highs well into the 80s, maybe approaching the low 90s in our far southwestern counties of the state. The satellite image from last evening showed the storm system moving off the east coast, complex of showers and thunderstorms across the south, diving southward, and the next storm system approaching from the west with a few complexes of showers and thunderstorms with it as well. The watch warning map from last evening, we had a severe thunderstorm watch beginning to expire in the Carolinas, some flood issues continuing over the Mississippi River Valley, and a severe thunderstorm watch over Montana and northern Wyoming. The QPF chart precipitation over the next 5 days through Tuesday evening at 7 o'clock showing rainfall amounts could be mixed between 1 and 2 inches, but some areas could receive more and some areas could receive a whole lot less.